with the Upper Deck trading card cam, the overhead camera shot brought to you by the Upper Deck company. Nobody does hockey like Upper Deck. Rangers with Nemchinov centering for Graves on the left and Gartner on the right. Gartner with a hit early. Patrick and Hardy paired on defense for the Rangers. Montreal with Mike Keane, number 12, Kirk Muller, number 11, and Brian Bellows, number 23. Bellows playing the left side. And we have an icing already as they bring it back. Montreal defense, Lyle Odeline, number 24, is on the ice. Here's the Rangers starting lineup, as you saw. On defense, Kevin Lowe not playing tonight. He did skate this morning for the Rangers. The lineup with a couple of changes from the other night. Rangers scratching Chris King, Joe Cirella, Ty Doby, Bill Bork. Richter making the save and covering up. Corey Hirsch and Sergei Zubov have been returned to Binghamton. Jan Eriksson is about a week away from returning from the back injury.
Savard, who had fallen down, found himself getting up, and the puck arrived at his feet. First shot on goal, Mike Richter makes a pretty good save and hangs on to the puck. That was through traffic. That was off a good face-off win by Kirk Muller. Always noted as a good face-off man. He beat Nemchinov. Nemchinov, and losing the draw, stayed right with Kirk Muller, not allowing any rebound play. Savard on the right side, Bellows on the left side. Bellows playing with a bad neck, but that's quite a forward line.
Matt Schneider, number 8. Lyle Odeline, number 24, on defense. Rangers control. Mike Hurlbut is paired with Jay Wells on defense. Up front, Randy Gillen with Joe Kocur and Paul Broughton. Nice pass to Gillen. He moves in. Gillen shoots, save. Racicot. Rebound missed by Broughton.
That's a terrific outlet pass by Jay Wells to help lead that scoring rush play by the Rangers.
And followed by a perfect pass from Kocur to Gillen.
And you can't make the second pass if you don't make the first pass, big boy. Yeah, they both were real good.
Moving in is Brian Bellows. Lost control with Hurlbut picking him up and riding him to the boards. Kept in by Kevin Haller. Haller, number 14, is on with Eric Desjardins, number 28. Hurlbut battling Guy Carbonneau. Now Bellows takes the shot, tipped wide by Savard. Savard taken down by Jay Wells. Hurlbut gets to the puck, moves it up the boards and out of the zone. Kevin Haller has it. Paul Broughton has it back.
Kocur really finishing his hit on Haller. Bill McCreary letting him play. The Rangers with 3 or 4 checks here. The obvious plan is Montreal's very offensive, very speedy, very tricky. Get in their faces as soon as possible. The Rangers started quickly with the body work here.
Montreal's captain, Guy Carbonneau, outlets. Todd Ewan, number 36, and John Leclerc, number 17, on with Carbonneau. Jeff Bukaboom has the puck. Rangers have Messier, Turcotte, and Amonte on. Nice pass to Messier. He finds Amonte and hops over his stick. Amonte is hit by Desjardins. They both go down. The centering pass taken back by Carbonneau. Give it away to Leach, but Leach has carried it across the line, so the Rangers have to get onside.
See, big number 36 playing right wing for Montreal is Todd Ewan. He's the big tough player, but not fast.
Amonte to the net, and it's poked away. Amonte scores! He got it back on the rebound!
Goal number 14 by Amonte. He got his own rebound. This is all Tony Amonte. Watch here as he moves in, steals the puck. Now he goes to the net, gets his own shot there, then follows up. Racicot's down. He plays the game on his knees a lot. Desjardins makes a pretty good pass here, but Daniel can't handle it. Right away, Amonte picks it up. There's Daniel taking himself out of the play. Rebound, goal Rangers, they lead. They've had 2 great scoring chances and have taken the body very well.
It's a terrific shift to that line, John. They came out with a lot of speed.
A lot of speed. That was what I was mentioning about with Todd Ewan. He's just not that quick.
There's Kovalev shooting and a save. The rebound, score! Stephen King! Oh, the Rangers going right for the net and getting the rebound. Stephen King now has a goal in each of his first 4 games in the NHL. How do you do?
You know, Montreal played last night, so why not start quick? Go right after them. The Rangers, the home-rested team. They win the draw in the neutral zone, head up ice. Watch the stick handling. Oh, baby, beautiful stuff. Shot on goal, another rebound. King gets there. And for the third time in the first period, the Rangers have had rebound shots. Twice they've scored.
2 goals in 12 seconds, and the Rangers lead 2-0. And John, you and I were talking before we went on the air. Alexei Kovalev has really played well since coming back.
When we get a chance to talk about it, I'll explain about one of the fine scouts in watching Kovalev play in the minors. Right away, Messier's line back on the ice.
Schneider loses the puck. Turcotte's got it. He's stopped there by Dom Foose. Puck is picked up by Stéphane Lebeau. Long shot from the point, stopped by Richter. Put in front, score! Matthew Schneider all alone was set up by Dom Foose. And Montreal gets it right back. So the goals are coming in a hurry.
Now, this is called a backdoor play. Schneider's a defenseman. Where was he? In what they call a back door. When the puck is down on the left side, Schneider will sneak in on the right side, in behind everybody. In other words, coming in the back door. There. Nobody expected Schneider there, least of all Mike Richter. Watch what Richter does here. He lifts up his right leg to get out of the way of the puck, not thinking anybody was there. Boom. Matthew Schneider was there, and all of a sudden the crowd, who was in ecstasy, now has sat back down in their seats, and it's become very, very quiet.
3 goals have been scored here by the two teams in 46 seconds. The Rangers at 2:20 and 2:32, and the Canadiens at 3:06. We will recap all the scoring in a moment.
Now Montreal has scored a goal by their defensemen. That gives them more goals by their defense than what they had all of last season. That's an incredible number in their 32nd game.
And it's real balance. Schneider got his 7th. Haller has 6. Desjardins has 6. Brisebois, who is out of the lineup tonight, has 7. And Daigneault has 4. Good balance. Gilbert Dion, number 45 with the puck. On with Ed Ronan, the Boston University product, number 31. They go off for a change. Leach comes back for it. Here's the scoring. Amonte unassisted at 2:20 made it 1-0. Stephen King from Kovalev and Patrick at 2:32 made it 2-0. And now Schneider from Dom Foose and Odeline at 3:06 to make it 2-1. Things have quieted down. For Amonte, it was his 14th. For Stephen King, his 4th. Doug Waite moves in with Adam Graves. Graves to the net. Wards off the check, picks up the puck, takes a hit in the corner. Savard looking for it. Battle continuing behind the play between Sean Hill and Adam Graves. Hill lost his helmet, and they're pushing and shoving. Nemchinov carries across. He's slowed down on a stick check. Tries to work it ahead. It's taken away by Savard. And now Kirk Muller moving with it. Across the line, Brian Bellows drops it back for Muller. Muller shoots, slick save by Richter.
That all happened when Nemchinov didn't get the puck deep at the Montreal blue line. You got to get it deep.
Here's Mike Gartner picking up the puck, looking. Gartner shooting. It's deflected, side of the net. Nemchinov. He's got it, trying to get out in front. Still with it. He turns and shoots. It's blocked in front. Here's Patrick moving in. Wide with a shot. Rebound put into the crease by Graves, and Racicot stops play. Rangers still hustling. Little over 5 minutes gone by in the first.
Find your gift at the place where giving beats everything.
The captain and one of the best defensive players in the National Hockey League, Guy Carbonneau, takes the face-off and wins it.
During that stoppage, Jacques Demers is really working the end of the bench where the defensemen are, trying to settle them down somewhat as the Rangers have forced the play deep. Jacques Laperriere is the assistant coach, and he changes the defense. He's been around in the Montreal organization
forever.
Through all the changes, though, as an assistant coach. Every time a head coach gets removed and a new one comes in, Jacques Laperriere stays there. That tells you how good he is.
Nemchinov takes the puck loose and shoots, saved by Racicot, and he covers up.
Rangers are doing a lot of things right here, getting to a lot of loose pucks, etc.
And they're working real hard around the net.
Oh, that's driving to the net. They've had success in doing it. Maybe it's been infectious after watching Stephen King and Alexei Kovalev do it. Montreal. I'm just going to say here, Sam, that's a very different change. Carbonneau goes off and Lebeau goes on. Lebeau's playing with the flu bug. But how often have you ever seen Carbonneau taken off?
I don't think I've ever seen
during a defensive draw.
Yeah. Puck moved to Mike Keane. Keane, number 12, playing it across. To Vincent Damphousse. Lost control and sent down the other way by Nemchinov. And this will be an icing. Desjardins comes back, and icing is whistled on the Rangers. 14:27 remaining. in the second period. This is one of the fine young defensemen of the Canadiens, Eric Desjardins.
They averaged 23 years of age back there, and they were really, really, really disappointed they didn't get Kevin Lowe. They said Kevin Lowe was the ideal player that they were looking for to settle down this average age of 23 as far as defense goes for Montreal.
Edmonton wanted Sean Hill, another
Right.
fine young defenseman.
Yeah, he's playing, and he scored a goal last night, a power play goal against Boston.
Remember, when you're having good times with friends, use good sense and drink responsibly. Please, know when to say when. A reminder from Budweiser.
How do you, Aksuda? How do you say his name? Aksuda was in Edmonton for a press conference the other day, the player in the Lowe trade. He had his interpreter with him. The problem was his interpreter didn't speak English.
Oh. What language did he speak?
He's been sent to the American League to play. But hopefully for Edmonton, he'll be there next season.
There's that Fukaboom-Leclerc matchup. Last time they met in Montreal, Leclerc was out for a couple of days with a concussion. Fukaboom met him at the blue line. Here's Turcotte in front, tipped wide by Amonte. Turcotte again. Keeps it alive. Gets it to Amonte. Back for Messier. Now for Turcotte. It was tipped up the boards. Leach moves it to Messier. His pass across deflected. Knocked down by Turcotte. Leaves it for Messier. Amonte sets up down low. The back pass tipped out of the zone by Leclerc. Comes all the way back. And actually it's whistled as an icing on Montreal. I thought it was the Rangers who might have touched it, but no, Montreal sending it down. Al Troutwig is in the stands. Who's he got with him, Al?
Well, Sam, a few moments ago they announced on the public address, would Brian Saint-Germain please call home? Brian lives in Poughkeepsie, so he called his wife Susie and learned that her water broke. A little early, but nonetheless, birth is imminent. And so what has Brian decided to do?
Let's go Rangers. What are we going to do? It's the Rangers Canadiens, you know.
Man, give me a break. You got a long ride ahead of you. This could be happening at any moment.
Well, I just called home. Everybody's fine, and we'll probably be leaving in a little while.
Is Susie watching MSG?
Susie's watching. Hi, Susie, and let's go Rangers and keep the baby in a little, okay?
The dedication of the fans, Sam, it never ceases to amaze me, but it looks as though he's going to get a tax deduction out of this. Back to you.
Do they have a name already, Al?
Surprise him with twins, Susie. Now, penalty upcoming as Stephen King was cross-checked down. A turnover at the Montreal blue line by the Montreal club cost them. And the Rangers with a 2-1 lead will have a power play.
Stephen King making things happen.
Boy, does he ever. The tougher the game gets, they tell me, the better he'll play. He likes it. Rough and tough, and when you have to go pay a price to score a goal, he loves it. Yeah.
He paid the price down in Florida.
Oh,
in
yeah.
both games, he went right to the net.
He keeps paying the price.
Down.
He keeps paying the price. The Rangers will end up paying a price.
That's what it's all about.
They won't mind it if he keeps going. What if he needs an agent, Sam?
You're in the market?
Well, you never know. Got to try something to earn a
extra
little
work
extra
on the
cabbage to
side.
pay for the new dish.
That's right. Poor John. How about the winds and the tide up and rise? Taking things
can you
apart up
imagine?
there.
The people up there must have done a wonderful job in working on that facility, because I understand the Rangers will be able to practice there tomorrow, and that's a pretty good job. Kudos to the people working at Playland.
Rangers on the power play. The shot tipped wide. Daigneault cross-checking at 6:49. First power play of the game. Leach and Patrick at the point. Messier, Amonte, and Gartner up front. Strudlin and Muller with Odeline and Schneider from Montreal. And Montreal has the second best penalty killing percentage in the NHL, 84.8%. They've given up the fewest power play goals in the league, 23. There were 7 for 7 penalty killing last night.
Only Minnesota with a better percentage killing penalties than Montreal.
Leach gets to the puck. Rangers power play has been shut out only 5 times this year. That's the second fewest in the league. Saved by Racicot on the shot by Patrick. The fewest belongs to Quebec. They've only been shut out 3 times this year.
That's a very interesting number. Quebec winning late last night in San Jose in overtime.
Puck tipped ahead by Gartner, but a 2-line pass was whistled against the Rangers. 56 seconds to go on the power play. 12:07 to go first period. Rangers leading 2-1, and all 3 goals scored in a span of 46 seconds. Amonte, Stephen King, and Matt Schneider. Jacques Demers in his first year as head coach of the Canadiens, his 9th year as an NHL coach.
First time that I think he's really understood exactly what pressure there is on coaches in Montreal to win. Nothing else matters in Montreal except for that hockey team winning games. It was nice to see that Montreal went into Detroit. The first time that Detroit had hosted Jacques Demers since he was relieved of the coaching duties there. And the Montreal team won the thing 4-3. And I think Demers really appreciated that. He was presented the game puck by Denny Savard as a memento.
Puck tipped ahead by Stephen King. King, Turcotte, and Graves. Hurlbut and Leach on for the Rangers. Puck moved around by Kevin Haller and cleared out by Mike Keane. Hurlbut bumps Keane, but Keane gets to the puck. 2-on-1 developing. Keane to the net, slides it all the way through. Hurlbut lost his stick.
Yeah, but he went over and took the man Carbonneau nicely, so Carbonneau couldn't get to the loose puck. Hurlbut did the right thing after losing the stick.
Turcotte carrying, 15 seconds to go on the power play. Around the boards for Graves. Graves looks. Now Hurlbut turns. Back for Graves. 5 seconds in the power play. Now 2. Graves waiting. Has no play. Teams are at full strength. Pass tipped by Carbonneau out of the zone.
See Carbonneau, how he played that perfectly. He wouldn't allow Graves to move the puck to the point, nor would he allow Graves to move the puck in front of the net. That's what a perfect penalty-killing play is all about. Carbonneau is so smart with his position.
Savard moves across with Kirk Muller. Savard shoots, stick saved by Richter. And a penalty is upcoming on the Rangers. A holding call. The team's Hardy will go off, and Montreal will get its first power play of the game with 10:46 to go, first period. Mark Hardy off for holding at 9:14. First power play for Montreal. Their power play over the last 8 games has improved. Overall, they're at a little over 17%. But in the last 8 games, 12 for 44, which is 27.3%.
Well, they've been held without a goal 14 times this season, a lot more than the Rangers in Quebec.
Nemchinov on with Gillen, Kukaboom, and Wells. Montreal with Sean Hill, number 38, sending it out for Kirk Muller. Muller is hit by Gillen. The puck taken away by Nemchinov. Tom Foose, Bellows, and Muller up front. Bellows leads the Canadiens with 6 power play goals. Sean Hill and Matt Schneider are the point men. Bellows with a puck. Schneider's got it. Tom Foose moving in. Gillen on him. Down the boards, gave it away to Bukaboom, who cleared.
A nice play by Gillen. He went right at Don Foose, forced him. Then Don Foose dumps the puck, and then Bukaboom is standing right there.
Sean Hill moves it ahead. Gets the pass back. Works it down the boards for Don Foose. Don Foose turning, looking. Pass blocked by Wells. Don Foose almost had it again. Now he's hit by Bukaboom. Muller centers, knocked away from Bellows. Muller gets it back to Don Foose. Turcotte and Broughton are on for the Rangers now. Bukaboom battling along the boards against Tom Foose and Muller. Tom Foose drops it off. Brian Bellows with the shot. Glove save by Richter.
The Bellows moves off the wall. He's playing the left wing, but see how he holds his stick? When he shoots the blade, his right hand is the bottom hand. That means he's a right-handed shot. That creates a much better shooting angle than what you think, considering he's over on the side, that far away to the side of the ice surface, close to the boards. That was a rocket. And a fine save by Mike Richter as his hand moved right on out, knocked the puck down with Kirk Muller standing near the goal looking for a rebound. Nice save on a real good shot by Bellows.
9:29 to go. First period, Rangers leading 2-1. Brian Bellows been quiet last few games.
Yeah, he got elbowed in Boston. He missed a game with a very stiff and sore neck, yet he's played lately with it, but it is bothering him quite a bit.
LeBeau and Savard have come on, along with Gilbert Dion.
There's some 3 tricky players right there. Real tricky players.
Kevin Haller with Eric Desjardins at the point. Haller moves it. Knocked away from LeBeau. Bukaboom unable to clear. Now it's moved out. Deflects up over the boards.
I think it went into the Rangers bench. Last night, Montreal was up 2-1 over Boston midway through the second period. And Featherstone, a big defenseman for Boston, started to chase Gilbert Dion around, tried to fight him, ended up taking an instigator and a major penalty and everything else, which was foolish. Montreal scored 2 power play goals. Instead of a 2-1 game, it was a 4-1 game, and it essentially was over right there. You've got to play smart when you play against Montreal, and you look at their record, and you see how tricky they are and what good offensive players they have.
Yeah, we talked about their offense, John, which has certainly improved, but their defense has been superb this season. Quick takeaway by Messier. Messier bumped. Now it's Stefan LeBeau moving down. It's a 3-on-2 across the line. LeBeau drops it back for Savard. Savard stick handles, goes back to Kevin Haller, across to Desjardins. With 5 seconds to go on the power play, Bookeboom tries to control the puck. It's still loose. Dion gets it to LeBeau. His shot is a save by Richter. Graves is wrapped up, tries to move it up the boards. The teams are back at full strength. The Rangers able to clear the zone. Sent back in, and Richter stops it for Bookeboom. With 8:35 to go, first period, the Rangers leading 2-1. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Stephen King back on with Wade and Kovalev. Snyder to Lyle Odeline. Odeline sends it in. Gilbert Dion has stayed on. He hits Jay Wells. Takes the puck in the corner, side of the net. Put right back into the corner by Richter. Brian Skrudland looking for it. Now it's Dion. Dion for Ed Ronan. It was broken up by Waite. Kovalev sends out Stephen King. Snyder sends it the other way. Skrudland. Dion heading for the net. Skrudland shoots and it's blocked by Wells. Moved around behind the net. Dion couldn't handle it. He's up the boards and out of the zone. High hit on Stephen King as he's going with Lyle Odeline. They're just pushing and shoving one another.
In the penalty in the offensive zone, Kovalev chopped the feet out of the Montreal defenseman. Odeline still talking to Stephen King.
For tripping at 12-17 gives Montreal its second power play of the game. They're 0 for 1. They had 3 shots on goal on the first one.
Jacques Demers called all his players over and talked to them at the bench again during the commercial. And I think he told his players when the puck is at the point to move the puck to the sides. As trying to lengthen and widen out the Ranger penalty killing unit. We'll see if they do that. It's tough to read lips from here, but that's what I thought I saw.
Muller, Domfus, and Bellows up front for Montreal. Desjardins and Haller at the points. Rangers have Turcotte and Broughton, Hardy, and Bookeboom. Haller to Desjardins. They do move it across. Now down to Bellows. Cross to Muller. Poke checked away nicely by Hardy.
Well, that's the play that I think Demers was talking about. Give it to either Muller or Bellows at the hash marks along the boards and then go from there.
Muller's the setup man. He's the assist man. He leads the team with 32 assists. One of the league leaders. In the top 10 in the league in assists. Muller brings it across. Drops it off for Brian Bellows. Bellows moving against Gillen. Muller for Bellows. Bookeboom and Leach on for the Rangers now. Domfus couldn't get a shot off. Bellows has the puck. Out to Haller. Chips it ahead. It's knocked down by Bookeboom and he clears.
You see what Bookeboom did there? When he knocked the puck down, he just took one stride and fired the puck right out. One thing about against Tampa, the Rangers penalty killing unit sometimes got too fancy with the puck. If you get it out. Try not to be too fancy unless you're absolutely sure you can kill some time with it.
Sean Hill playing it across. Stefan LeBeau on the move. LeBeau still with it. Drops it off for Hill. LeBeau, side of the net. Dion put it in front. Graves back to intercept and clear. 22 seconds to go on the power play for Montreal. 6 minutes to go in the first period. Rangers leading 2-1. Savard for Sean Hill. And the former U.S. Olympian sends it in. Moved up the boards by Wells. The caroms out in front. Here's a chance for LeBeau. He's looking. He heads to the net. He scores! With Savard at the side of the net. LeBeau kept faking the pass and took the shot and ties it at 2-2 with 2 seconds left in the penalty to Alexei Kovalev.
Goal number 15 on the season for LeBeau, only his 3rd on the power play. See the puck get moved around here and it ricochets right back out in front. Now when LeBeau gains control, you'll see Dion move from behind the net. Wells has to play him, so it's 1-on-1. And when LeBeau went to his backhand, watch the legs open up. Boom. There's the puck through. That was Savard from behind the net, not Dion. Pardon me. Thank you, Sam. But it was a nice play by LeBeau. He just talked to Savard, telling him that he was covered, so he had to try and make the play, and he certainly took advantage of that. You just saw LeBeau coughing there, too. He's playing with a bad cold, a flu bug, and he was a question mark to even play.
Remember, you've said many times, sometimes you play your better games like that?
I think so, because you don't think about the game. You're not uptight. You're not worried. You just go out and play without any extra pressure put on yourself.
A nice move by LeBeau to tie it. Montreal with a power play goal by Stefan LeBeau. Nemchinov moving in with the puck. Centers. Gartner was tied up in front. Nemchinov taken down by Daigneault. Here's a pass in front. Swung on and missed by Gartner. Moves aside. Patrick's got it. A whistle stopped play and a penalty called.
I don't know who it's on. New York had the puck when the whistle sounded, but I thought it was going against Montreal. Whatever it is, it's a holding penalty. I have no idea who it's against.
To be a Montreal penalty.
J.J. Daigneault for holding the stick. You see Nemchinov try to get to the puck. Daigneault had a hold of the stick as he moved the puck up ice. He got caught by Bill McCreary.
Second penalty he's taken. Racicot covers the puck in front and stops play. Daigneault for holding the stick at 14:47. The Montreal tying goal was Stéphane Lebeau, his 15th from Dion at 14:15. Rangers scoring the first two goals of the game. Amonte and Stephen King. Matthew Schneider and Stéphane Lebeau tying it for Montreal. Rangers with Messier, Amonte, Gartner, Patrick, and Leach for the power play. Keane and Carbonneau, Odeline and Schneider for Montreal. Schneider's got the puck and moves it for Carbonneau. Out past Leach and out of the zone. Leach for Amonte, carries it across. Hit by Schneider. Amonte turns, feeds Leach. Leach leaves it for Messier. Patrick, back to Messier. Now Leach. Patrick. Fans getting restless. They want a shot. Messier takes it. Save. Racicot. The rebound cleared aside.
Racicot's been making the first saves, but he's let a lot of rebounds sit in front.
Leach to Messier. 1:05 to go on the power play. Leach stops it. Looks for a shot. Didn't have it. Patrick moving in. Pass goes all the way through. Messier's got it. Now Leach. Back to Messier. Across to Patrick. He shoots. Save. The lively rebound is cleared by Carbonneau.
It was a good passing play. A good quick shot by Patrick. And Racicot, who had a lot of movement following the Rangers' pass work, was able to sit on his knees and make the save. He plays the game a lot on his knees, and that's why this rebound.
Just under 4 minutes to go in the first period. Tied 2-2. Rangers with 32 seconds to go on the power play. Messier looking for Turcotte. Pass just popped over his stick. Turcotte chases it down. It's taken away by Dom Foose. Kirk Muller's got it. Dom Foose to his left. Patrick breaks it up. Muller has it back. Knocked down from behind by Messier. And Haller lifts it ahead. Muller trying to get by Turcotte. Leach has the puck, and Muller is all over him and takes it away. Good play by Kirk Muller. Carries it back, kills some more time, and that'll finish off the remaining seconds of the penalty to J.J. Daigneault. Teams are at full strength. Rangers are 0-2 on the power play. Leach stops the puck, and it's not clear by Daigneault. And Ed Ronan sends it across. Kevin Haller brings it in. Stopped at the line by Leach. 3 minutes to go in the first period. 2-2 the score. Jardin's pass taken away by Wells. A little help from Hurlbut. A bump by Ronan, but the Rangers move down. Stephen King. Around the boards for Randy Gillen. Tried to center. It was blocked. Graves goes for the puck against Sean Hill.
See Graves step on the puck with his right foot. Boy, did it work.
Kept it moving. Stephen King works it loose. Puts it in front. Missed by Gillen and covered by Racicot. Good effort again by Stephen King. And now we've got some pushing and shoving.
That's Ed Ronan. Ed Ronan, I think, came over. Maybe it was Stephen King. And there's Skrudland with Gillen. What a play by Graves in the corner. It looked like Montreal had him surrounded for the stoppage. Instead, Adam Graves put his right skate blade on top of the puck and then powered his body through everyone, dragging the puck with him underneath his skate blade. And then he was able to make a play. Watch his right foot step on the puck. Now watch him slide it out. He just powers through everybody with his skate blade on top of the puck. Now he can put it loose. And the Rangers come very close to scoring because the puck was allowed to work free and continue to be moved around. There, the Rangers almost had the good shot on goal. Look at his right foot. See there? Look at that. Great play. Creative, interesting play by Adam Graves.
Here's King coming in. Makes a good play to set up a scoring chance. 2:31 remaining. In this first period, 2-2 the score. Well, this is becoming Edmonton East a little bit, John. Graves, Bukaboom, Messier, and now Kevin Lowe.
Kevin Lowe arrived at midnight last night with his agent Mark Hall. Press conference held before tonight's game. And Kevin hoped to play Tuesday. He really thought it'd be more important to get himself organized, practice, learn a little bit about the system. Sure looks like he's in good shape, though,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
he really does. He skated this morning. That really helped to get the nerves out. We met with major teammates at the Garden. He skated here with the Rye facility. A little bit of disarray. Stephen King is stopped by Racicot.
Racicot got caught going down, even though it was a bad angle. Nice play. The Rangers using some speed. Stephen King with a great play here. Watch Kovalev. Little quick pass. Goodbye. What a pass. Look at Racicot. Racicot looks behind him. Didn't know the puck was underneath his goal pads. You'll see Racicot here go down as the backhand is being released. What a wonderful pass by Kovalev. And Racicot got caught moving down. It nearly cost him. Instead of just standing there, letting the puck hit him, he got caught moving down and was very fortunate to make the save. I talked to Jack Birch today, former Rangers assistant coach, now one of the scouts for Vancouver. He watched Kovalev play against Hamilton in the American League. He said every shift, Kovalev was the best player on the ice and the best player he's seen in the American League this season.
Wow.
That told you about how good Kovalev and how hard he worked while he was there. He didn't take one shift off during the game. Every shift he was the best player on the ice, and that is quite a compliment.
Mark Hardy looks up ice with a minute 45 to go in the first. Up the middle, the open man is Nemchinov as he breaks it against Desjardins. Nemchinov is ridden out of the play. Good check by Eric Desjardins, who caught up.
That a nice play.
Gardner looking for it. Gardner works it loose. Wrap around is stopped. Racicot pokes it into the corner. Nemchinov gets to the puck. He turns. His pass blocked by Kirk Muller. Graves trying to work it loose.
This is the best the Ranger forwards have worked deep in the opposition zone in quite a few games.
Patrick gets to the puck. His shot knocked down and played by Kirk Muller. Hardy comes in with a good hit. Out for the puck is Brian Bellows. Patrick is back. 1:05 to go in the first. Bellows stopped by Patrick. Good play by Patrick, who skates the other way. There's a penalty upcoming
To Montreal.
on the Canadiens. Delayed penalty. Patrick to Messier. On to Amonte. Amonte looks. Tries to find Hardy. It's knocked away by Schneider. And that stopped play.
That'd be a penalty to Kirk Muller. Todd Ewan wants Messier now, which would be a foolish thing for Mark Messier to bite, and I don't think he will. But Kirk Muller will be given the penalty for grabbing a hold of, I think, Mark Hardy's stick when Hardy played him in the defensive zone. It was either Hardy or Patrick, one or the other. Anyway, the Rangers will have a power play with just under a minute left in the first period, 51.1 seconds. Rangers forechecking. Mark Hardy stood up with a good body check, allowing Montreal a one-on-one, and Patrick played it very well. And then I think it was Kirk Muller coming in behind, and that's when he took the penalty on Mark Hardy. Hardy with a real good pass here. The only problem is Nemchinov was almost standing still. That allowed Desjardins to catch Nemchinov, take Nemchinov out nicely without taking a penalty. That's a good defensive play. Mike Gartner almost scored on one of his favorite plays, and that's the wraparound. Watch this. Puck comes loose, and you see Racicot skate blade tightly against the goalpost, making a good save on some real good camera work.
Muller for holding the stick at 19:08. Chance for Gartner stopped by Racicot. Gartner trying to break out of a scoring drought. He has gone 5 games without a point.
And he hasn't scored an even-strength goal in quite some time. In fact, since John Ericsson's been out. Rick Carpinello had that in his newspaper today, which is an interesting stat.
Amonte on the move. Third power play for the Rangers. Messier cross-ice pass. Strudlin going after it with Patrick. They battle along the boards. The puck cleared out. 20 seconds to go in the first period. Following the first period, a November flashback, an update at the MSG Sports Desk with Bob Page, and JD and I will look at first period highlights.
Mike Gartner in his 2 Montreal games this year was 3rd star and 2nd star.
Nice save. Gartner going for the rebound. Knocked aside by Odeline. Strudlin in the corner. Gartner trying to reach in. Amonte is there. Gartner kicks it loose, but the period comes to an end. And a good first period for both teams. The Rangers got the jump on Montreal with 2 goals in 12 seconds. Amonte at 2:20 and Stephen King at 2:32. But the Canadiens with Matthew Schneider scoring at 3:06 and Stéphane Lebeau a power play goal at 14:15 tied it. That's where we stand. 2-2, end of 1 coming up, a November flashback. Don't go away. Period, but we'll look at the first period scoring summary first, brought to you by Amtrak's Metroliner service. 16 departures to downtown D.C. every business day. Amonte is 14th on assisted. King from Kovalev and Patrick. Schneider from Domfus and Odeline. And Lebeau from Dion. Shots on goal. Canadiens 9, Rangers 12. And Canadiens 1 for 2 on the power play. Rangers 0 for 2. They'll be on the power play to start the second period. Al Troutwig, what's going on downstairs?
Well, Sam, normally we would get some sort of analysis from Ron Greschner. That's not what we're going to do. As play begins, we'll pick this up in just a moment.
All right, Al. Underway second period. Rangers with a man advantage and a minute to go. And the penalty to Kirk Muller. Racicot moves it around the boards. Rangers have Kovalev, Waite, and King with Leach and Patrick. Interesting starting that unit at the start of the period. Matthew Schneider moves in, drops it back, and a shot saved made by Richter on Guy Carbonneau. Patrick for Waite. Waite brings it across, looking. Patrick heading for the net. Pass comes through for Stephen King, and he chipped it wide. Patrick's back pass is to Leach. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Kovalev comes off the boards. Waite out of the corner. Patrick at the point with the shot wide. Around the Leach. Patrick turns. Plays it to Waite. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Patrick takes the shot. He scores! James Patrick. It's a power play goal. And the Rangers regain the lead. 3-2.
And the hunch pays off for the Rangers. They start the kid line on the power play to start the second period. They gave up a scoring chance, but Mike Richter robbed Guy Carbonneau. Now you'll see the Rangers 3-on-2 on one side of the ice. Patrick takes the pass. See if there's a screen. No. Was there a deflection? Possibly. Racicot couldn't find the puck as it went by his glove hand, and the puck goes underneath the crossbar. There's the shot right up off the glove, off the crossbar, with Kovalev waving at the puck. Even if Kovalev didn't touch the puck, I think he knocked the concentration aside of the goaltender Racicot, and the Rangers take the lead.
James Patrick, who scored his 100th NHL goal on Friday night and gets his second of the season tonight, his 101st. 101 the time of the goal, and the Rangers continue their power play efficiency.
That was still some save by Mike Richter. It would have been a shorthanded goal by Carbonneau. Instead, Richter kept the puck out. The Rangers went up ice, set up their power play, and scored to take the lead.
Tonight's shots from overhead are brought to you by the Upper Deck Trading Card Cam. Glad they're with us. Glad you're watching Rangers hockey here on MSG Network. The Rangers leading 3-2 on the goal by James Patrick. Rangers now have power play goals in 20 of their last 22 games. Gartner with a hit along the boards. Gartner heading to the net, leaves it for Graves. He's checked by Desjardins, who takes it away. And in those 22 games, the Rangers have now scored 33 power play goals. Hardy moves it around to Bukaboom. Out of the zone it goes. Patrick from Waite and Leach at 101 with a power play goal. So each team with one goal in the power play. This will be an icing. Bukaboom with a touch. The whistle stopped play. Al Troutwig now standing by with Ron Greschner downstairs. Guys, take it away.
Oh, Sam, it's unfortunate because just when we were going to come down to it, Gresch was about to say to me that James Patrick is going to score 1 minute and 1 second into the second period. It's unbelievable. But that leads us to talk about something that we've discovered in the archives of one of the people who work for us, Ron. Take a look at this card. It shows you very early in your career, I think 1947, and it says Pittsburgh Penguins. What's that all about?
I've only signed that card once, and once for my nephew. I don't know what happened. Maybe I got traded there. I didn't know it.
Really? That's the only explanation?
Pittsburgh's a nice town.
All right, whoever owns the card, hold on to it. It's obviously worth something. Back to you, Sam.
You know what it was? LaRouche got mixed up with Greschner somehow. A one-time Penguin. Carbonneau's pass is checked by Bukaboom. Bukaboom sends in Messier. Amonte heads for the net. The pass to Amonte is off his skate. He's hit in the corner. Rangers leading 3-2. 2.5 minutes gone by second period. Messier looking for the puck with Carbonneau. Schneider moves it. Sean Hill and Turcotte battle. Amonte's hit by Hill. Schneider moves the puck around on the near side. And Leclerc tries to clear, but Bukaboom is there. Every time John LeClair looks up, there's Jeff Fugabo.
That hit on LeClair in Montreal turned the game around completely. Even though the Rangers lost, they were down 4-0 at the time, badly outshot. Fugabo threw the hit on LeClair, and the Rangers climbed back and nearly tied it up late.
Leach taking the pass from Messier. Carries in. Leach against Schneider. Cuts in. Can't get a shot off. Schneider taking him down. Messier's got the puck against Todd Ewan. Good hit by Ewan. Messier bounces off, and he's taken out of the play. Amonte gets it back to Messier. His centering pass tipped by Racicot. Batted out of the zone by LeBeau and taken back by Brian Leach. 3.5 minutes gone by. Second period. Rangers having led 2-0. We're tied 2-2 and now lead again 3-2. And we have a whistle. There's an offside. Stopping play as you look at Vincent Damphousse. Oh, there's an interesting card. Boy, we really got some good cards.
It was a cold winter.
How long did it take to grow that beard? I want to know.
Oh. What are you guys? You're doing it to me again, huh?
Boy,
Oh, man.
these are collector's items here.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I wonder how much they're going for in Turcotte's card store.
35 cents, 40 cents. That Greshner card with Pittsburgh Penguins on it. I'm going to have to check into that one. That's got to be worse than cabbage.
Oh, a mistake card. Bad mistake. Damphousse lost it to Kovalev. Kovalev breaks out 2-on-1 with Stephen King. They try that back. Kovalev moving in. He's taken down on the play and a penalty call. And they score! Let's see.
Yes,
the light goes on.
Absolutely. Montreal will argue that Kovalev was in the crease, but Kovalev was in the crease and knocked the goaltender down because he had made a play and Desjardins was going to get a penalty in doing so. Instead, the Rangers move up ice with Jacques Demers. You can see inside, it's bugging him. He's waiting for the replay up on the board. Kovalev tips the puck out past the defenseman Howler. Now watch as Kovalev drives to the net. That's Keane, pardon me, who trips him up. He'll go into the goaltender, and he's out of the play. In behind, Stephen King finds Doug Waite. Boom. What a nice play. The kid line is getting it done for the Rangers. That was a smart play up ice. You know, just prior to Kovalev tipping the puck out of the zone, he tripped up a Montreal player and got away with it. It was an interesting back-checking situation, but still, this line has really got it going.
Puck moves behind the Rangers net. Wells pushing it ahead. Canadiens trying to take it back. Ronan, Skrudland there for Montreal. There's a penalty upcoming on the Rangers. Long shot, hits the crossbar, it went in.
Yes, that was inside the goalpost. It came right back out. The red light went on. The referee is pointing, and nobody's arguing it. The Rangers certainly aren't. Montreal celebrates. Twice now in this game, the Montreal Canadiens come right back after the Rangers have scored to score their own goal.
And each team scoring on a delayed penalty call.
Watch this rocket inside the goalpost.
Wow.
There, up and right on out. That was inside. You could see the net bulge, and from that angle, it had to go into the net. Through the screen, inside the net, and then back up and out. Look at that thing. Slingshot. It's just an absolute slingshot right back out. This is Jay Wells working with Skrudland, and there the stick came up on Skrudland. That was a delayed penalty. And the puck will go in here and right out just as quick as you could blink.
Well, here they go with rapid-fire goals again. 3 goals have been scored in the span of 3 minutes and 34 seconds. The 2 goals in the span of 32 seconds. Matthew Schneider gets his second of the game, and it's a 4-3 game. Kovalev moving with the puck. Backhander is blocked by Hill. 4-3, Rangers leading it. A little over 5 minutes gone by in this second period. That was Nemchinov who took that last shot, not Kovalev, excuse me. Puck moved around by Racicot. Brian Bellows has it. Double teamed by Patrick and Gartner. Sean Hill moves it around to Savard. Waite got his 7th from King and Kovalev at 4:03. Muller drops it for Bellows. Bellows shoots, deflected by Patrick. Bellows around the net, blocked again by Patrick. Gartner moves it up the boards and out of the zone. There's a penalty upcoming
To Montreal. It'll be
Brian Bellows for holding.
Bellows, yes, in the offensive zone.
Rangers, who scored on their last power play, get another chance. third straight holding the stick penalty to Montreal.
You can see Mike Gartner moving up ice. Bellows has a hold of James Patrick's stick, I believe, and that was the call.
Rangers on the power play, their fourth of the game. They're 1 for 3. Patrick and Leach with Amonte, Gartner, and Messier. Carbonneau and Keane, Schneider and Odeline for Montreal. Shot by Leach, save. Gartner looking for the rebound. Racicot's got it.
Racicot this time able to hang on and not allow the rebound on the point shot. Keane, the forward, along with Carbonneau. Keane having a career season. His plus-minus at +24. Only Mario Lemieux and Charlie Huddy have better plus-minus records. Here's that point shot. Saved by Racicot, and he hangs on, even though Mike Gartner tries to bat away at the puck. Talk about career years. I mean, you're looking at one of them right there. It's interesting to see lesser-known players play so well, and you look at +25 Lemieux, +25 Hardy, or make that Huddy +24 Keane. Quite a story.
Patrick moves it down to Gartner. Monty picks up the puck. Hill lost his stick and was given, Carbonneau gave him his stick. Leach has the puck. Hill battling Gartner in front. Leach fakes the shot, trying to get away from Carbonneau, but a whistle. It looks like maybe both
yeah.
Gartner and Hill are going to go off. Big battle in front. Well, we see Gartner going off. Maybe
Gartner,
not.
Oh, yeah, they
Hill.
both got it.
Yeah.
They both got it.
Yeah, Hill.
Yeah.
McCreary's calling Hill over. Hill's got to get a stick.
He's trying to get the stick. He's not supposed to, though. He's supposed to go directly to the penalty box, and a teammate will bring a stick across. And he's now having that explained to him by the linesman, Swede Knox.
Want to pick up the scoring. The Montreal third goal. Matthew Schneider is 8 from Ronan and Skrudland at 4:35. That came 32 seconds after Doug Waite has scored his 7th of the season. Patrick and Waite scoring here in the second for the Rangers. Rangers with their second 2-goal lead. Montreal cutting into it on the Schneider goal.
Look over in front of the goal. You see Mike Gartner as he's being hooked at by Hill. Gartner fights back. And the two of them got at each other long enough, and the sticks were up. Finally, Bill McCreary just made the call.
It remains a 5-on-4 power play advantage for the Rangers. Leach with a puck after Messier won another faceoff. Skrudland and Damphus on with Odeline and Schneider. Leach toward the net with a wrist shot. It was tipped wide. Racicot looking for it, trying to hold it, and he does.
Gord Brassica is one of the linesmen here for this game. He was not scheduled to work. It was supposed to be Pat Capuzzo, but he got married, as we know,
The married Pat
on Saturday to his now wife. Her name is Lisa. She's known in Hoboken, where she's from, as Lily. I understand she's a lot better looking than he is, and he can't get away in the honeymoon because the train station's underwater in Hoboken.
KD's got it all.
Anyway, we're having some fun. Congratulations to Pat Capuzzo.
For a
and his
minute,
new
I
wife,
thought Liz
Lisa.
Smith was up here.
Oh, Lord, we have got to have some fun.
Leach playing it around the boards. Doug Waite is on with Kovalev and Stephen King, and this line has been exceptional. The battle in the corner. Kovalev moves in. Kovalev hitting with Ronan. King with a hit there. Excuse me, with Odeline. Odeline was the man battling in the corner for Montreal. Schneider up the boards with it, and he clears. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Montreal with Skrudland and Carbonneau. On with Desjardins and Haller. Leach. Past Doug Waite. And it'll be an icing. Leach did not gain the red line. Icing is called. 20 seconds remaining in the power play. The penalties, by the way, Gartner for cross-checking and Sean Hill for slashing at 6:27. New York Knicks, who came on strong at the finish last night to beat Detroit, will take on the Denver Nuggets tomorrow night here at Madison Square Garden. It all begins with Sports Desk at 7, followed by Knicks Game Night, and then the Knicks and the Denver Nuggets. Dan Issel, the new coach of the Nuggets, former teammate at Kentucky of Pat Riley. They'll meet up tomorrow night here at Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks have only lost once, and their win last night, coupled with the Nets' loss, giving the Knicks a game-and-a-half lead in the division standing. Kovalev racing for the puck. Haller going after it. 12 seconds to go on the power play for the Rangers. Savard drives it all the way down. Stopped by Richter for Hurlbut, and Bellows is back on. Teams are full strength. Nice move by Desjardins, then he's knocked down by King, and out comes Leach. Lead for Kovalev. Haller is back. Kovalev looking, he shoots, he scores! Alexei Kovalev gives the Rangers a 5-3 lead.
That's the third goal this line scored for the Rangers. Watch right here. Stephen King. Boom! The body check. Brian Leach can grab the puck, head off ice, gain the blue line. Now the pass. 2-on-1. Kovalev now cuts to the middle, has time to take a look, shoots and scores on the short side. Again, the hit by King, knocking Desjardins off the puck. Brian Leach eludes the check. Nice pass. Kovalev now has a 2-on-1 to deal with. Decides to shoot. Finds the open side. There appeared to be a lot of room. And man alive, is this kid line getting it done.
Alexei Kovalev with a goal and 2 assists in this game now has 7 points in 4 games since being recalled from Binghamton. And that includes tonight's action. 3 goals, 4 assists for Kovalev since being recalled.
No, I don't think Stephen King will get an assist on the play, but he made a terrific play in the Rangers zone to help the thing go from defense to offense.
Third 2-goal lead of the game for the Rangers. 2-0, 4-2, now 5-3.
Stephen King does get an assist on the play.
Savard pushing it down for Bellows. He's checked by Gillen. Bellows trying to get out in front, denied by Gillen. Muller missed the puck, Broughton comes out. Joey Kosar behind the play. Savard was taken down. Interference is the call. It's against the Rangers. Power play Montreal coming up. For French television, the former Rangers coach Michel Bergeron. Good to see him here. And he was after the Montreal coaching job. He wasn't hired. Montreal GM Serge Savard said Bergeron's doctor said he can function like a normal man, but coaching the Canadiens isn't a normal job.
Remember, he said, if I die behind the Montreal bench, what a great place to die. He's been mentioned in the Anaheim job now in the French papers up in Canada, perhaps heading in that direction when they get into the league. But Jacques Ferrara, I understand, has a lead on the GM job there. I've also heard that Mike Keenan on Tuesday will be going to Miami. Coach and GM possibly.
Excitement building. Boy, it got good play down in Florida. Great excitement. And another place where hockey is getting good play is in Phoenix, where I was last night. They loved that game between Montreal and L.A. the other night, a 5-5 tie. Wraparound try by Nemchinov to stop the rebound, deflects up into the crowd. Montreal on the power play. This is their third power play of the game. They are 1 for 2 thus far.
You were in Phoenix yesterday, and Montreal played against Los Angeles there a few nights ago, and I guess it was a 5-5 great game. An
it was
overtime
5-2 LA, and Montreal scored 3 late by Nemchinov to tie.
What's happened is where we go and we talk to people who have not seen hockey games before, they're walking out of these neutral sites saying, wow, what a great sport hockey is. We had that in Miami. Even some new people watching the games in Tampa Bay when we were there. The Phoenix exposure. The exhibition season, you have games all over both countries, Canada and the USA. But exhibition games are like watching 2 guys fish. It's awful. The majority of them are awful. They're awful games. But when you watch the regular season games like we're seeing this season around the country, and both countries actually, the neutral sites, that hockey's terrific, and people are absolutely loving it.
1 minute to go on the power play for Montreal. Nemchinov tried to center, was blocked by Bukaboom. Bukaboom, Leach, Messier, and Graves on for the Rangers. Schneider, who has 2 goals. Nice setup. The shot blocked. Muller's shot goes over the top. He was knocked down by Graves. Nemchinov, Bellows, and Muller up front. The puck cleared. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Schneider's got the puck. Desjardins has gone off. Sean Hill has come on for Montreal. Schneider moving in. His shot deflected over Richter, and Leach stepped into the crease to glove it. What a play by Brian Leach.
That's 2 this shift. Brian Leach before slid across on his side and blocked a shot right in front, and then just saved a goal a moment ago.
Gillen with a takeaway, and the shot deflected off the glass. 9:45 to go, second period. Rangers leading 5-3. 10 seconds to go on the Montreal power play. Savard looking. He's on with LeBeau and Dion. Savard. Kevin Haller sneaking in. Savard shoots. Knocked down. Teams are back in full strength. Hardy went off for interference on the penalty call. Teams are back in full strength. Montreal 1 for 3 on a power play.
Doug Waitline back on the ice with Kovalev and Stephen King. You look forward to them every time they're on the ice because you don't know what they're going to do. It's been fascinating to watch them click as a unit.
This line has 8 points tonight. Kovalev a goal and 2 assists. And that's put toward the net. Oh! Kovalev ran into his own man, Stephen King.
Oh, by far,
never know what's going to happen.
by far the best hit of the game.
The puck chipped up into the crowd. Play stops. Break in the action with 8:51 to go. During this break, Midas reminds you, for breaks done right, nobody beats Midas. Nobody. Welcome back. This great teamwork moment is brought to you by the team of Canon Technology and MCS Service. One is a great reason to buy the other. And here's the great teamwork with Brian Leach helping out his buddy and teammate Mike Richter.
Helping out the entire organization with that play. Ooh, baby.
Teams at full strength. Rangers leading 5-3. They're out shooting the Canadiens 18-12. 6-3 here in the second period. Rangers with 3 goals here in the second. Patrick, Waite, and Kovalev. Kovalev his 6th from Leach and Stephen King at 7:52. That puck hit the post. Messier's got it back. Lost control. Todd Ewan takes over.
That was Brian Leach up on the play, and we haven't seen that too often.
No, Jardin lost control. Messier's got it. Amante breaking in. It's off his stick. Racicot clears to the side. Hardy. Amante to Turcotte. The deflection, a save by Racicot on Messier. The Rangers moving the puck brilliantly.
Best home ice effort in a long time for the Rangers. There's Odeline having words with Messier. Odeline plays it tough. Messier having a little chat as he goes to the bench for a change. Turcotte with a beautiful cross-ice pass. And the save by Racicot on Messier. There you see the cross-check coming from behind. That's what Messier was talking to Odeline about. There's the save. Watch Messier get the jolt. There, that's why the words happened after the play. Previous to that, Amante had made the cross-ice pass as the Rangers really picking up the speed. They're trying long up-ice passes, catching the Montreal defense moving up ice, which is understandable. Montreal trailing, their defense are in on the offense, so why not try to trap them up ice with long passes going the other way?
Savard for Muller. Muller ridden by Hardy. Nemchinov ties up Savard. Rangers leading 5-3 with 7:45 to go in the second period. Statistician Scott Cooper says the Rangers have had 14 quality chances in the game to 6 for Montreal.
I think that's fairly accurate.
Savard cleared out. The laugh is because Scott Cooper, our statistician, gave JD the lightning bolt look.
Oh, baby. Grubin, he also tells us, is 1-7 on faceoffs. 1 win, 7 losses. That's a compliment to the Rangers center iceman.
Savard, chance for an odd man rush here, but Gartner comes back and evens things up. Bellows moving in on Patrick. Savard missed the puck. Gartner able to clear the zone. Graves for Nemchinov. Gartner trailing. Nemchinov moves in. Try to leave it for Gartner, but Matthew Schneider takes over. 7 minutes to go.
Schneider was up ice on the play, was able to get back, but you see the Rangers trying to counter quickly, trapping Montreal's defense, and it's worked pretty well here through a portion of the second period.
Down at ice level, Al Troutwig standing by with a new New York Ranger. Al?
Well, Sam, just trading some stories with Natalie Attired Kevin Lowe, who's answered 1,001 questions today. First, Kevin, you've been wandering through the stands a bit. How have the fans reacted to you, and have they recognized you rather easily?
On occasion, but maybe that's nice right now. I'm able to feel my way around here and get used to the sights and the building. It's pretty exciting. It's nice to be here, Al.
Give me a scouting report on this Rangers team that you can watch now.
Well, they're showing a lot of enthusiasm tonight, and the last kill was a big kill. I think they're up by 2 goals now. If they keep pumping away, hopefully they'll get a win tonight.
Will we see you Tuesday?
I'm sure hoping so. It's too exciting watching this. I got to get in there.
All right, thanks a lot, Kevin. We'll see you hopefully Tuesday, and right now back to you, Sam.
We haven't brought up the overriding issue of Kevin Lowe coming to New York, looking to take JD's broadcasting job. But we won't talk about it.
I never even thought about that. We might not sleep for the next 7, 8, 9 years now.
Hand pass is whistled on the play against Montreal. That'll bring it back. Joey Kocur on the ice after a little, you know, when they test your big guy, as Lyle Odeline did before, giving the hits on Messier, Joe Kocur making an appearance to let people know he's still around here.
The other fact is that the Rangers now have had a little bit of time here at even strength, so finally Gillen, Kocur, and Paul Broughton can get a chance at a little bit of ice time, but basically they're used to allow the other line to get a breather, and right away the weight line gets back on the ice. That's tough for that line, in particular for Kocur, who doesn't kill penalties. Broughton and Gillen do, so they get a little more ice time.
Icing is called on the Rangers. 6:13 to go. Rangers leading 5-3. Amonte, Stephen King, James Patrick, Doug Wade, and Alexei Kovalev scoring for the Rangers. Matthew Schneider with 2 and Stefan Lebeau scoring for Montreal.
Just a note that we were handed the other night from Brian Lewis, one of the gentlemen in charge of the supervisors in the NHL. Fighting majors down 44%. High sticking majors down 45%. So that's quite a change in the game. Last 2 face-offs now in the Rangers zone. Montreal have won them cleanly, and both times has been shots on goal from the right point, and Richter kicked out.
Stefan Lebeau with the puck, looking toward the net. He's picked up by Wells. It bounces into the crease. Richter covers up. Don Poos. And another little get-together. Keane and Doug Waite are separated by linesman Swede Knox. Swede Knox did a little emergency refereeing about a week or so ago.
The refereeing fraternity having some injury problems with Don Kaharski, and I think Mark Fossetter's out. That's not the first time that Swede Knox has had to step in, from what I understand. He did a very good job.
5:56 remaining.
Okay, now the last 2 face-offs from the same spot the Rangers have lost. Here now, Roger Nielsen makes a late change to get Randy Gillen to take the draw.
With the shakeup a week ago, Randy Gillen has come back into the lineup and has been the 4th-line center, used in defensive role, checking role, face-off role, and penalty-killing role, and he's handled it well.
Fun guy to be around. He doesn't get too down when he doesn't play. Montreal control another draw.
Richter got a piece of that shot with a stick. The good shot by Sean Hill. Patrick moving the puck. Kocur into the middle. Gillen. Racicot plays it around for Todd Ewan. Penalty called. It's on Montreal. It's a high sticking call. Rangers get a power play when we come back.
She doesn't want to go back to work for a while.
Hill, not Todd Ewan, who got caught for high sticking. 14-26, and it breaks the Montreal streak of holding the stick penalties. They've gone 3 in a row.
Slight delay here as Guy Carbonneau is helping out his goaltender. Andrei Racicot fixed a strap on his goal pad.
It is the 5th power play for the Rangers. They are 1 for 4. Leach pressed by Carbonneau, and the puck to Don Poos, who moves down against James Patrick. Swept aside by Patrick. Don Poos has it back, and throws it all the way back into his own zone. Racicot out to play it. 5:20 to go. 2nd period. Good hit by Gartner. Forced the turnover. Messier back to Leach. Leach with Patrick. Gartner, Messier, and Amonte for the power play. Amonte fakes the shot. Pulls back. Intended for Leach, comes out of the zone.
I think Amonte should shoot the puck from there once in a while. He's got a great shot. I know he likes to make nice plays, and he's capable of it. But surprise the goaltender once. So there's quite a wrestling match going on right now. As one of the defensemen, James Patrick, is up wrestling with one of the Montreal players. They met along the boards. Patrick now looking up for Bill McCreary, pleading his case. And whoever the Montreal player is, he's not getting up real quick. Looks like
no, it's Vincent Damphousse.
Right. James Patrick gets the penalty. I don't know if Damphousse will or not. No, just a holding penalty on Patrick, nothing on Damphousse, and the teams are at even strength.
So the teams will skate 4 aside for the next minute and 14 seconds, and then Montreal will wind up with a power play for 46 seconds. Patrick for holding at 15:08. 4-on-4 situations this season. The Rangers have scored 7 goals and have given up 2. 4:52 to go in this second period, which the Rangers have scored 3 goals. Montreal won. It was 2-2 out of the first. Guy Carbonneau, who was injured earlier in the season. Excuse me, there's Stéphane Lebeau, who's playing with the flu, as John mentioned.
Don Foose went over to the bench, got a towel from the trainer, cleaned off his visor, and as he finished up, the referee McCreary came flying over to give him a little bit of aggravation. You're not supposed to hold the game up for an equipment problem like that, and he was warned.
Haller, Desjardins, Nemchinov with a takeaway from Haller. Puck tipped ahead. Leach sends it toward the net. Cleared aside by Racicot. Rangers have Nemchinov and Turcotte with Bookeboom and Leach. Domfus and LeBeau with Desjardins and Haller. Turcotte playing it into the corner. LeBeau back for it. Stéphane Lebeau with 15 goals on the season. Takeaway by Nemchinov. Back pass to Bookeboom. Lines up. Big shot. Score! Sergei Nemchinov with a deflection. 6-3. Rangers lead it.
Nemchinov with some great work in behind the goal line to power his way through some checks and to move the puck back to Bookeboom. And then Bookeboom took his time. You'll see here, watch Nemchinov move in. Boom, good body check. Now he battles for the puck, finds it, takes his time, and now Bookeboom takes his time. There's the shot, the redirection up off the crossbar. Rangers lead by 3. Great play by Sergei Nemchinov and a good play by Turcotte to stay in front. Oh, man, what a deflection by Nemchinov. The Rangers, as we said, lead by 3. Fine work by Nemchinov, and he gets rewarded for it.
Nemchinov now has a 6-game point-scoring streak. He has 4 goals and 2 assists. Make that 3 assists. 4 goals, 3 assists in the last 6 games. And over the last 8 games, Nemchinov has 7 goals. So Sergei Nemchinov on a good streak. Rangers with a 3-goal lead. Messier rushing the puck down. Messier against Odeline. Back pass to Leach. Still skating 4 aside. Montreal will go on the power play in 7 seconds. Shot by Schneider. Deflected aside by Mike Richter. Odeline plays it to Muller. And Montreal with the extra man on. Sean Hill skates to the bench. And Denny Savard has come on. Montreal on the power play. They're 4th. They're 1 for 3. Kirk Muller with a puck. Spun around by Leach. 3:20 to go, second period. 6-3. Rangers leading it. And against the second-best defensive team in the NHL. Montreal, in 21 of 31 games coming into tonight, John, it held teams, their opponents, to 3 goals or fewer.
And the majority of those were very early in the season, I think. There's a big one-sided loss in Buffalo.
Well, they've had a stretch here over the last 10 games where 7 games have been excellent defensive games and 3 games have been stinkers where they've given up a lot of goals. And tonight they've given up a lot of goals.
Nice line. I like that. Stinkers.
Skrudland with the puck. Teams are back at full strength. And the pass intended for Desjardins rolls down the ice. 2:35 to go in the second period. The Rangers goal, Nemchinov from Bookeboom at 15:50, giving the Rangers their 6-3 lead. Nemchinov's 11th goal of the season and 7th in the last 8 games. 2.5 minutes to go. Icing was called on the Montreal Canadiens. Rangers with 4 goals here in the second. Make that 10 goals on the season for Nemchinov. Sergei, who was really concerned about his scoring output when he was struggling early, has gotten into a real good groove now.
Yeah, players all get concerned about that. As we mentioned, though, the other night in Tampa Bay, I think it was, only Mark Messier has more points at even strength on the Rangers than does Sergei Nemchinov.
And we talk about teamwork, and right now the Rangers have 6 different goal scorers in the game. They lead 6-3. Richter pushes the puck aside. Knocked down. Offside is whistled against the Canadiens. 2:14 to go in the second period.
During the second intermission, Al Troeg will have on the new commissioner, Mr. Gary Bettman. I was told that there was a statement made by one of the members of the Milwaukee Bucks organization, Mr. Steinmuller, who of course understands the NBA. He's very involved with it as one of the owners of the team. He said that the NHL getting Gary Bettman, that means the NHL is getting the most valuable person since Wayne Gretzky joined the league. And that is some compliment.
He comes with high recommendations. Grudlin upended at the line by Wells. The Rangers clearing the puck out of the zone. Back come the Canadiens. Grudlin shooting, saved by Richter. Bounces down. Desjardins missed. Dion on the move. Gilbert Dion with the puck. Feeds Carbonneau. His shot is high and wide. Richter bats it to the end boards. It's centered, hit the side of the net. Gillen moved it into the corner. It's cleared out of the zone by Koser. Broughton going for it. Snyder has the puck for Montreal with a minute 25 to go. Lyle Odeline leaves it for Dion. His shot blocked by Wells. Gartner clears. Gillen has it. He's joined by Graves. Gillen looking, shooting high off the glass, and it caroms up into the crowd. All ones on the board, 1:11 to go in the second period. Dave Chekic's also told me, John, and there's now 1 minute to go. Here's a shot taken and a nice save by Richter. LeBeau made the save. Is that what Gary Bettman will do is he will get the owners to believe that they're working for Gary Bettman.
See, that's what I was just going to say. In getting Mr. Bettman, he doesn't work. It's as though he's working for the league, not the players or the owners, but for the league. And that may be the first time that's happened ever. That's the commissioning title, I suppose. That's what he's supposed to do. And this should be a very interesting set of months and years ahead for the National Hockey League. A lot of good things have happened over the last few weeks.
In my opinion, and I think we've discussed this in the past, John, one thing that's been lacking has been unity around the league. It always seemed as if 21 different franchises, now 24, were pulling in 24 different directions.
Separate entities. Also, I really like the way Gil Stein, the president, handled himself at the meetings and what he said about everything. And I think a lot is to be said about Mr. Stein and what he's done for the league in the last few months. He's shown a lot of courage to try and change things, and he has changed a lot of things.
He did a lot for the image in a short time.
Absolutely.
Something that hadn't been done for many, many years. Backhander goes wide. 20 seconds to go. In the second period, a real good one for the Rangers. 4 goals here in the second. They lead 6-3. They have worked hard throughout from the outset. They have kept it up.
Adam Graves looks up at the clock, gained the center ice line, then dumped the puck in. As you see the clock now winding down. A strong second period for the Rangers.
Been a good one. Rangers meeting one of the top teams in the league. Montreal coming in 3rd overall. Roger Nielsen heading for the locker room, has to be pleased, but he still has 1 big period to go. Andre Racicot has a 6-game winning streak on the line. The Rangers have burned him for 6. They got 4 goals in the second, and at the end of 2, the Rangers head for the locker room leading 6-3. Will head. The Rangers leading 6-3, trying to stretch their winning streak to 4. Canadiens have won only once in their last 3 games. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie. Brian Bellows with a shot. Leg saved by Richter. Nemchinov's got it. Gartner on the move, on the offside. Centers. Nemchinov scores! Oh, a terrific effort once again. Nemchinov to the net. Gartner with a great rush.
But you know, the whole thing would not have happened if Mike Richter didn't make a good save off of Brian Bellows. Bellows was on his off wing, moved in here. Watch the right leg. Good kick save. And that was a very accurate shot. Gartner had back-checked all the way with Nemchinov. Now the Rangers head up ice after the good save. Give and go. Everybody's on side. Gartner speed wide. Nemchinov drives to the net. He's open. Bingo! Rangers lead 7-3. Tremendous plays at both ends of the ice.
That breaks a point-scoring drought for Mike Gartner, his first point in the last 6 games, as he sets up the goal for Nemchinov. Nemchinov's second of the game. 7-3, Rangers leading it. It was 2-2 end of the first. The Rangers have maintained a superb effort throughout. Damphus getting around Bukaboom and pulled him down. Leach has the puck. Messier with Turcotte and Amonte. Amonte's got the puck, moving in on Kevin Haller. Fires across. Leach comes down toward the net, deflected into the corner. Played by Haller, blocked by Amonte. Moved ahead for Damphus, taken back by Turcotte. He shoots. Save, rebound, score! Mark Messier! And it's 8-3 Rangers. And Turcotte has stretched his point-scoring streak to 7 consecutive games.
Rangers really taking advantage of Montreal, knowing they played last night. Rangers swarming. Look down in front of the goal. That's Mark Messier. He looks around, and there it is, a big rebound on a rocket shot from Darren Turcotte. Turcotte had a rolling puck to contend with, got it on goal. There's Mark Messier. Rangers explode early in the third period. Interesting to watch Turcotte. He was hooked. Turcotte took one arm off the stick, let go of the stick, and was able to shed the checker by doing so. And the Rangers explode early.
15th goal of the season for Mark Messier. Rangers have scored early in each period. They scored at 2:20 of the first period and 2:32. They scored at 1:01 and 4:03 of the second, and they scored at 45 seconds and 1:30 here in the third period. Right now, we'll take a look at the second period scoring summary brought to you by your Tri-State GMC truck dealers. The strength of experience. The power play goal by James Patrick at 1:01. Waite scored to make it 4-2. Then right after that, Schneider got one back for Montreal. It's 4-3. Since then, all Rangers. Kovalev at 7:52 and Nemchinov at 15:50. Shots on goal, Rangers 10, Montreal 11. It was 22-20 shots on goal after 2 periods. Here in the third, Nemchinov with his 11th from Gartner and Richter at 45 seconds as Racicot covers up. And then Messier from Turcotte at 1:30, 45 seconds later. There you see the shots on goal through 2 periods. For Mike Richter, by the way, it's his 4th assist of the season. Darren Turcotte stretching his point-scoring streak to 7 straight games. His goal-scoring streak is on the line. He has scored goals in 6 straight games.
Brian Leach.
Leach.
Yeah, he went right to the locker room. You can see Tim Paris helping out. He lost the edge on his right skate. So quickly, Tim Paris will resharpen the blade, and he'll be able to throw the skate back on.
Are those new skates for Brian Leach?
Yeah, they're dark. It's not those gray ones.
Doesn't look like those old gray
Those
ones.
ones that came over on the Santa Maria have finally given up, huh?
If he lost the edge on it, he'll want those old ones back. 8-3, Rangers leading it. 2 goals early here in the third. Montreal coming off a big division game last night with Boston. First place was on the line. Montreal had a 2-point lead on the Bruins and won it 5-1. Coming in here, though they've been very good outside the division this season, 12-4-4, they're being outplayed by a wide margin by the Rangers tonight.
How about the games they have coming up? Back-to-back with Quebec.
17-12 remaining here in the third period.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you.
Some points in 11 of his last 12 games. He has 8 goals, 12 assists, 20 points in the last 12 games. Pretty good stretch for the Rangers captain.
He, by the way, will be going to see Dr. O'Leary, I believe, the back specialist. They've decided that Mark should have a cortisone injection for the muscle tear to help maybe. I don't really know exactly what it will do to that spot, but it'll help the scar tissue, I'm sure, and maybe alleviate some of the pain that Mark's been having to play with.
Gartner's pass across for Nemchinov, broke it up. Savard comes back the other way. 3-on-2 across the line. Savard, Muller, and Bellows. As Montreal looks for some offense. Nice moves by Savard. He shoots, saved by Richter. Where's the puck? It drops down, and the whistle had stopped play. Richter getting a little help from Bill McCreary.
The last game here with Montreal was a 3-3 game. Savard was outstanding. He was the player of the game. And this is one of the few times that Savard's been able to make some kind of a fancy play in the offensive zone. There the puck got caught up between the arm and the body of Mike Richter. He made the save, and Richter starting sharp here in the third period.
16:49 to go in the third. Rangers leading 8-3. Mike Richter with 4 assists on the season is now 1 short of the Rangers team record, which is held by John Van Beesbrook with 5. And Van Beesbrook did it twice. Richter with a save decides to cover up. Van Beesbrook doing it in 84, 85, and again in 87 and 88.
Bellows starting to talk to himself a little bit as Richter's been doing the job on Brian Bellows here, especially in the third period. Generally, when your team has an 8-3 lead, there's still 16:42 here remaining in the third period. Generally, what happens is you, as a goaltender, expect a little bit of work because your team can relax somewhat. Rangers tried to get Randy Gillen on the ice with his draw. Bill McCurry said no. So Nemchinov stays on the ice to go opposite Kirk Muller, one of the best at draws. You see Muller face us almost, trying to get the advantage. He at times will lift the stick and kick the puck back.
Brian Bellows has had only 1 goal since November the 17th. So he has been very quiet for the Canadiens. Savard, double teamed by Nemchinov and Hardy. A penalty is whistled. Looks like Hardy is going to go for holding. Nemchinov has 2 goals in the game. Hardy is heading off. Montreal will get a power play with 16:29 to go in the third.
The Garden, you're looking at the future commissioner, Gary Bettman, who after the Rangers scored 2 goals in 12 seconds said, "It looks as though these guys are trying to impress me like they can score in an NBA game." If that's the case, Sam and JD, he's waiting for Adam Graves to drop back from behind the blue line for a 3-pointer. Back to you.
You're right. He's working. He's at work right now taking notes. I'm really excited about it, John. I think he's a real good person. Everything that I've heard and talked about him just sounds so good that it just bodes very, very well for the future of the National Hockey League.
The idea is to get the game in the best shape possible and to market the game at that point. That is his game plan. That makes a lot of sense to me. It makes a lot of sense. Instead of trying to change everything and then market, why not just make it the best possible? And he will confer with players, owners, general managers, people in all areas of the game, and then go forward.
Montreal 5th power play. They are 1 for 4. Turcotte with a takeaway and a clear. Rangers leading 8-3 with 15:35 to go in the third. It was 2-2 out of the first. Loose play by Montreal in their own zone. Turcotte with a hustling effort almost got there.
Turcotte's got, what, a 6-game goal scoring streak on the line? That's his second 6-game goal scoring streak of the season.
Been a tremendous stretch for Darren Turcotte. Does have an assist to stretch his point scoring streak to 7. Savard working in the corner. LeBeau setting up Tom Cruise. Saved, rather, Gilbert Dion. A save by Richter. Dion again. His shot blocked by Turcotte. Loose puck. Turcotte finds it. Plays it across. And Haller shoots it back in. 28 seconds to go on the power play for Montreal. Jay Wells with Jeff Fukaboom. Fukaboom drives it around the boards. Bellows able to keep it in. Fukaboom drives it the other side. Is there an opening? Gillen gets there to clear. Darren Turcotte has points now in 17 of his last 19 games. 29 points in the last 19 games for Darren Turcotte. What a stretch. Patrick with a good takeaway in center ice. The teams are back in full strength. 14:20 to go. Shot by Nemchinov looking for a hat trick, and he's stopped by Racicot.
And driving to the net on the other side was Randy Gillen. And Nemchinov, you can see there, talked to Gillen. If Racicot lets any type of a rebound out, Gillen was right there. You see the puck in the neutral zone. James Patrick turns, nice pass across. All of a sudden, the 2-on-1 after that fabulous pass. There's a shot. Look at him front. Randy Gillen glides in. Any type of rebound, and watch out. That time, Racicot held on. Great diagonal pass from James Patrick.
Gillen and Nemchinov talking things over. Nemchinov has never had a hat trick. He scored 2 goals in the game 3 times last season.
Story about the hat trick in Tampa Bay this year.
Oh, where they threw the guy out when he threw a hat
on the ice. The guard says, "What are you doing? You can't do that." They tried to throw the guy out of the arena. Well, it was interesting playing hockey in an arena where right outside the cows were grazing at the state fairgrounds. I thought it was picturesque. It was wonderful. Palm trees. Well, the plan is to build a new stadium near where the football stadium is, where the Bucks play. And that would be a high-priced $115 million arena.
But in 60 days, they'll know whether or not they're going to expand the existing arena for $30 million. It's going to be one or the other, and they're to know in approximately 60 days.
Depends if they can get the financing for the brand new arena. There's Darren Turcotte. Icing was called on the Rangers. What a tremendous streak he has been on. Games 1 through 10, 2 goals, 2 assists. Then he sat down against Quebec. Remember that game? The entire line, Turcotte and Broughton and King were sat down. Then Turcotte came back into the lineup, and boy, has he been blazing. 29 points.
You look at this game here, the Rangers getting scoring from all 3 of the lines who have played the most. Of course, the Gillen, Koser, Broughton line not getting nearly the ice time. But, you know, when you start getting balanced scoring like this, Messier and Turcotte, who are on the ice now, along with Amonte, they have two goals. Amonte scoring and Messier scoring. That type of balance is what you look for.
Rangers have really picked up offensively during this stretch. Offside is whistled. 13:05 to go, third period. Rangers leading 8-3. We'll be right back.
After weeknight Nick and Ranger home games, catch Sports Talk, sports news, and much more live from the play-by-play with Mike Francesa, only on MSG Network.
I'm Al Troutwig. This week on Coors Sports Forum, we'll meet Diane Nelson, who has ridden horses that have earned more than $8 million. Can we bring up the modeling?
Please, no.
Well, Diane Nelson's got a great story to tell, growing up on Long Island and finally raced. Can we bring up the modeling? Don't worry, we will.
12, Stéphane Lebeau, one of the goal scorers for Montreal tonight. Matthew Schneider has 2 goals in the game. Lebeau scored his 15th. 12:45 remaining in the third period. Rangers with an 8-3 lead. Over the last 5 games coming into tonight's action, now over the last 6 games, the Rangers have scored 34 goals. That's almost 6 goals per game. The offense starting to go, John.
Yeah, it certainly is. Boy, you talk about those types of numbers. You get that to coordinate with good defense, be a pretty happy coach for those types of numbers.
Set up from Mike Keane, who shot it wide. Lebeau with a pass. Haller in deep to move it to Dom Foose. He checked there by Broughton. Broughton with a good effort to move it ahead. Gillen trying to clear the zone, and he does. Also, with the Rangers playing well right now and looking as if they will stretch their winning streak to 4. It really, here's a shot by Lebeau and a save by Richter. Good setup, Richter with a nice save. Really makes it easy for Kevin Lowe to step in, and presumably he'll be in uniform on Tuesday night.
Kevin Lowe's the type of player who never tries to do too much on the ice. He's a smart defensive player, and all he has to do is do his job, and he'll fit in just fine. And that's the mentality of Kevin Lowe, without a doubt. He's a good, solid competitor, but all you have to do is step in and do your part of the job, and everything will work out. Rangers taking advantage of the schedule, too, by the way. Toronto had played at home the night before. They played here in the Garden to Chicago. A battle that was, a 2-2 game. Rangers knocked them off 6-0. Rangers here playing Montreal. Montreal last night had a game at home with Boston. Rangers doing their job, knocking off Montreal to this .83. Rangers' next home game is Calgary. Calgary, the night before, which is tomorrow night, playing Detroit. So the Rangers have a chance to try and take advantage of that portion of the schedule. And so they should.
Offside was called as you look at John LeClair. 10:55 remaining. Time to take a look at our Coke Classic play tonight. And we will take you back in time. The Montreal Canadiens to the great Rocket Richard and his 500th NHL goal.
Okay, who was the goalie? It was Glenn Hall. Oh, Glenn Hall's nephew, I think it is Mark Hall, who was here as Kevin Lowe's agent.
All right.
Just thought I'd mention
Keep it in the family. Good hockey background. Good bloodline. Kirk ball over the puck. Checked by James Patrick.
The shot going wide. It's back behind the net. Hardy fell down, but able to play the puck up the boards. Kept in by the Canadiens. Graves trying to work it ahead. It's stopped. Muller to Bellows. Bellows slides it in front. Gartner there to intercept. Nemchinov to Graves. Looking for Gartner at the net. Score! A beautiful pass from Adam Graves to Mike Gartner, and Gartner breaks a 5-game goal-scoring drought. It's 9-3 Rangers.
Is that a beautiful pass? My goodness. Rangers right here. Mike Gartner gets the puck, working deep, taking care of business at home. Now Nemchinov gives the puck to Graves, and just Graves waits, allowing Mike Gartner to drive to the net. What a wonderful pass. Watch Graves. He's looking, he's slowing down, waiting. Now he passes it. Timing is perfect. A little redirection. Mike Gartner's right there. Gartner again. We've seen a couple of goals in this game where he's been back taking care of business deep in his own zone and then flying up ice to help score.
The most goals scored against the Canadiens in a game this season. Earlier this season, they had given up 8 to Buffalo. At Buffalo.
Kovalev nearly had the 10th in this game.
Stephen King with the puck. Kovalov's ahead on the right side. King comes in, winds up and shoots wide.
Chan, we want 10. It's better than the Minnesota game when they were calling for the Mighty Ducks.
Well, that's right.
Or Washington game, whichever game it was.
Yeah, the Washington game, they wanted pizza. You can understand that.
The fans down at the Cap Center.
That's why I was concerned about the new Anaheim franchise name. I heard they were going to take the Mighty Ducks name. You know, I already thought it was taken. Anyway, things have turned around.
Mighty Ducks have done all right to this point, haven't they? $50 million that movie draws?
Wow. Ed Ronan with a shot. And a save by Richter. Pucked around the boards and all the way out. 9:05 to go. Third period. Rangers with 2 goals in the first, 4 in the second, 3 more here in the third. Gartner is 15th from Graves and Nemchinov at 9:39. Nemchinov with 2 goals and an assist in the game. Brian Strudland against Jay Wells. And I think perhaps the most important factor that I can see, John, is the Rangers have not let up. The intensity has remained throughout. Amonte picked up by Turcotte. He turns, he shoots, and it's blocked by Damphus. 8.5 minutes to go. Terrific effort from the outset. Rangers scored at 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the first period. It has not let up, even though they were tied at 2-2 at the end of the first. LeBeau. A chant of we want 10. That one hit the post. Matthew Schneider almost had himself a hat trick as he rifled a shot. Patrick, Messier, 4-on-3. Turcotte save made by Racicot.
Yeah, Messier saying goal. Turcotte piled into the goaltender, knocking the goaltender and puck over the goal line. No goal is to be allowed. I think Messier realizes that Turcotte's got that goal-scoring streak alive. And Messier tried to talk the referee into counting it as a goal.
7:55 to go, third period.
Rangers break into the offensive zone. They're going for their 10th goal, and they're also trying to extend the goal-scoring streak of Darren Turcotte. There's the goal, and Turcotte pushed into the goaltender. Over the line goes the goalie, and Mark Messier tried to talk the referee into allowing the goal.
9-3, Rangers leading it. Damphus with a puck. Shot by Schneider. Rebound, score. Mike Keane, as he was being taken down, able to get the backhander past Mike Richter. It's a 9-4 game.
You know, when the point shot was taken here, it seemed to change direction. You see the shot right here. That was more of a fan by Schneider than anything else. The puck went off of Mark Hardy's foot right across, and Keane was able to put the puck in. Nice play by Damphus. And there you see the fan. That kind of knocked everybody off balance.
Mark Hardy was turned around looking for his check, which you're supposed to look for your check, and the puck went off his ankle. More of a fluke than anything else. But Keane made a nice play to get the backhand shot, and Mike Richter's goals against, instead of going down with 3 goals against, goes up once they scored the 4th.
7:25 remaining in the game. Rangers leading 9-4. Good effort by Mike Keane to score. Carbonneau's got the puck. Centers back. Desjardins looking for it. He took down Stephen King. McCreary lets them play on. Waite looking for the puck. 4 players along the boards. Now 5 as Kovalev moves in. Carbonneau is hit by Wells. Wells lost his stick. Stephen King is there. Kovalev along the boards. Waite reaches in, has the puck, and clears the zone. Kovalev takes it. Back for Waite with room. Cuts in. Hopped over the defenseman. He scores! What a goal by Doug Waite!
You know, Waite made a great play. Kovalev made a great pass, and then there was a pass before that over to Kovalev using the entire ice surface twice.
That was from Waite.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, right here. Waite's pass across. Watch Kovalev's move right here to buy a little time and say goodbye. Now watch this pass. Back to Doug Waite. My goodness, what a play.
Look at this.
Now, Doug Waite gets a chance one-on-one to show some magic. Scores the goal. Looks like the Harlem Globetrotters on ice when you see a play like that. Marvelous.
The commissioner is going to be going wild watching this stuff. Doug Waite, second of the game. The Rangers have hit double figures for the second time this season. They had 11 against Pittsburgh. It is 10-4. Rangers leading it. Gartner. Nemchinov back for Graves. Waite with his second of the game, 8th of the season from Kovalev and Hurlbut at 13-19. So Kovalev with a goal and 3 assists. Waite with 2 goals and an assist. Stephen King with a goal and 2 assists. Pretty good night. 10 points for that line. Gartner looking for the puck. Muller clears it out. Jacques Demers may have another 6 o'clock practice the way things are going for his team.
Wednesday and Thursday of this week, it's Quebec, home and home for Montreal. And you know the fans will demand a pretty good performance in those 2 games. I think after watching this display, you really credit the Rangers for an outstanding performance. But at the same time, Montreal essentially should be ashamed of themselves the way that they played. This is just out of character.
For an excellent defensive team with the second best defensive record coming into play tonight. Richter with a save. The scramble is on. The puck into the corner. Hardy moves it off the boards and out. Keane got his 7th from Schneider and Oderlein at 12:20. 59 seconds later, Waite with his second of the game, 8th of the season from Kovalev and Hurlbut at 13-19. 10-4, Rangers lead it. Puck trickles on goal, and Richter covers up. 4:53 to go in the game. Rangers 10, Montreal 4. Tonight's overhead camera shot is brought to you by the Upper Deck Company. Nobody does hockey like Upper Deck.
You take the 2 games in Tampa Bay and the game here tonight. The Rangers have outscored the opposition now 17-6 at even strength. At even strength, and that's enough to make any coach happy. You outscore the opposition one side at even strength, then you try and get your special teams to take care of themselves. Pretty good stuff.
A chance for Gillen, Koser, and Broughton to see some time. Broughton's got the puck. Hurlbut and Wells on with them. In front, the puck intercepted by Matthew Schneider. He's forced back by Randy Gillen.
Getting a look at the game from the Upper Deck trading cam. That angle, high above center ice. It's a different view.
Start whirling around a little bit. Some interesting view. Wells has the puck.
That's 10-4. You know, we may as well have some fun. Absolutely.
He's move it up to the point and able to work it clear. That's Mike Hurlbut sending it in. It was 2-2 end of the first. Rangers then got 4 goals in the second period to make it 6-3 end of 2, and 4 more here in the third. And there have been some excellent plays, some beautiful passes. Real good goals.
And what you said all the way, too, the fact that the Rangers have played an intense game all the way through.
LeBeau all alone. He puts it in.
Wow.
Rangers didn't clear the zone. And a little lapse there. They didn't get it out of the zone. LeBeau was behind the play, and he scores his second of the game.
And the 16th of the season to lead Montreal's team. LeBeau, I mean, when you watch the plays that he puts on, it's incredible. Here's where the turnover is at the blue line. Now watch LeBeau, watch the moves. Outside, the back to the inside. Caught Mike Richter moving. Brilliant. Rangers kid line got caught at the blue line, didn't move the puck over the blue line. It's good lesson learned, I would think, on that play, as the experienced Montreal players took advantage of it. LeBeau made it look real easy when he got in tight.
10-5 now the score.
Who would have believed this?
The Jets lost 10-6 today. We're up in that those numbers.
That's lower than wine sediment.
I have to tell you something. The Giants took a beating in Phoenix yesterday from the game. There were only 28,000 at the game in Phoenix yesterday, so the game wasn't on TV locally. Nemchinov with a shot, save made by Racicot. And I was listening to the radio, the Cardinals radio. Boy, were they were really beating up on the Giants. It was real tough.
You call in?
Nah, I turned off the radio. I knew what the outcome was. LeBeau from Keene at 16:35. LeBeau's second of the game, 16th of the season.
How many people did you have for that violent sport of boxing?
14,200. Largest crowd ever to see a boxing match in Arizona last year.
Terrific. Tough sport, that boxing.
Ooh. Hey, this is a great sport here, and destined to become even greater. Under the new leadership of Gary Bettman. Hey, Chris King with this little guy. See Chris chewing the gum. He's chomping on the bit to get back in the lineup.
Tough situation all over the league. The team's carrying a lot of players. Players having a tough time getting into the lineup. You know, Robert Cron, who plays in Vancouver, has played 1 game. Can't send him down because they'll lose him if they put him on the waiver wire. That waiver situation very tough on the extra players this season. You got to play sometime. It's just a tough situation.
Messier carrying in. Amonte takes the pass, puts it in front for Turcotte. A save by Racicot.
He could have gone to the net and made his own play, but they know that Darren Turcotte would love to get one. And that was a nice setup. Turcotte was stopped.
Turcotte's had 2 good chances here in the third period. Racicot has made the saves. Rangers with 31 shots. And Racicot has been burned for 10 goals.
Well, the Rangers haven't been impeded at all night long. The only person that even tried to throw a hit was Odelon, the roughest defenseman for Montreal. Other than that, the Rangers have just been able to fly. And the Rangers haven't had to play a real physical game to get the job done, as was expected.
These teams will meet one more time in Montreal, January 16th. And with this game in the Rangers win column, it'll be an even series at 1-1-1. 10-5, Rangers leading it, 50 seconds to go. Strudlin's shot was partially deflected on the way in. Strudlin upended in the corner. Turcotte looking for the puck, pushes it to Messier. Amonte picks it up. They're staying on, trying to get that goal for Turcotte, but it was an offside on the Rangers. 37.8 seconds remaining in the game. Tuesday night, Rangers and the Calgary Flames. And we'll be on the air at 7 o'clock with Sports Desk, followed by Rangers game night with Al Trautwig, and then the Rangers and the Calgary Flames.
Calgary on the season 17-10-4 in second place, 5 points behind Los Angeles. You have to credit Calgary for doing that well in the standings, considering the injuries they've had on the blue line. Al McInnes, Michel Petit, and others. Dave King, who is a brilliant coach, has done a wonderful job with that team. to get them into the position that they're in.
Calgary played a 1-1 tie in Ottawa last night. They'll be at Detroit tomorrow night. And we'll be finishing off a 5-game road trip with a game against the Rangers.
They're 7-4-3 on the road on the season. 3 games over 500. That is another reason to tell you it should be a very good game.
9.7 seconds to go. And Darren Turcotte's goal-scoring streak comes to an end. His second 6-game goal-scoring streak of the season, but he did get an assist and has a 7-game point-scoring streak alive. Remember, when you're having good times with friends, use good sense and drink responsibly. Please know when to say when. A reminder from Budweiser. The Rangers' winning streak is 4 in a row. They've won 5 of their last 6. The offense is going. Mike Richter gets back on track for the victory. The Rangers now have 35 points in 30 games and trail Washington by 1 for second place in the division with 2 games in hand. They are now 10 points behind Pittsburgh with 2 games in hand. So it could get interesting in the division as the Rangers start to build something here.
I think it is interesting in the division, and hopefully the division will be better as the games move along. Actually, the Patrick division's been a disappointment to this point, with the majority of the teams not playing up to their capabilities. But some teams have turned it around. They may include the Rangers and Washington.
High-scoring effort for the New York Rangers. They win it 10-5. We'll be back with our post-game wrap-up in a moment.